Where's the real Tyler is back when another 7 years continues. After this, one to go. After this, turning point. Eh, weak show. Weak show. 2000 for TNA. I like I said, it wasn't as good as '06 or '05. Hell, I don't think it was good as '08. But it was better than WWE, which we'll get to it anyways. December 2nd, the earliest, I gotta say. Once again, the Impact showing in Orlando, Florida. So, yeah. And your main event was supposed to be the Angle Alliance of Angle, Weak Ass Tongo, and AJ Styles, which, yeah. Taking on Samoa Joe and the Outsiders, which was Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, but Scott Hall, Paul Scott Hall. And yeah. So here we go, the final pay-per-view for TNA in 2007 Turning Point. After this, we Armageddon, and then I'll tell you what the best pay-per-view of the year is, and the worst pay-per-view of the year is for 2007. Let's be honest with Team 3D and Johnny Divine. Yeah, he turned on more Machine Guns and Jay Lee for like a few weeks before this. And by the way, they stole the X Division title, which Brother Ray has it, and yeah, and they defeat Jay Lethal and the Motor Machine Guns in a tables match. This is Dudley special. I meant to say Team 3D. But anyways, it wasn't as good as the one from AEW 2 years ago at Turning Point, but it was good. I think the Ultimate X match was better than this, besides that stupid finish at next year's Final Resolution, which was in January. Which when I talk about 2008, whenever that'll be. But anyways, 7. I thought it was good. Next time we had the beautiful people technically defeat ODB and Rock Low in 2. By the way, there was only one title defense on this pay-per-view, which, yeah. Aragon defeats James Storm, which I forgot in my Genesis review. They did this beer drinking contest, and yeah. Aragon, I'll talk about him right to the end, but anyways. He defeats James Storm in a weird match. Weird 4. Anyways, got BG, James, P. Williams, Shinji, and Scott Steiner defeat the other, Shark Boy, Lance Hoyt, Christopher Daniels, Eva Skipper, Homicide Hernandez, Kip James, Johnny Rave, Chris Harrison, which was his last TNA match until 4 years later, and Sunday got in a Feast or Fire match, which is a ripoff of the main Big match. One has a world title shot, one has a tag team title shot, one has a X Division title shot, and one you get a pink slip. Right. Also, since he had the briefcase with the fire contract, why couldn't he get fired instead of Daniels? Yeah, spoiler, he gets fired for, he was Curry, I think he was Curry Man, and then he was Suicide, yeah, because they had that game, yeah. 5, a 5. It was okay, but yeah. Anyways, Yellow Cam defeats Oscar by disqualification to retain the Nagas title. This was actually a good match, but the disqualification was bothering me. But they did have a rematch next month at a Final Resolution 2008. Okay match, a good match. I gave it a 3 stars, 3.5 actually. I gave it a 7. It was good. Then we got another good match, but it was supposed to be Rhino, but he got injured. which was Abyss and Raven, which was his last match until 2 years later, defeats Relic, which was Killer and backwards, and Black ran in a match of 10,000 tacks. Yeah. This was actually not a bad tornado tag match, which is basically a tornado tag match, and you know Abyss was going to win. He backdoor sends Relic on the thumbtacks. 6.5. Anyways, Cass and Booker T defeats Christian Cage and Robert Roode in a Impact tag match. Hey, at least Booker T got a victory on a pay-per-view since he came to TNA. Sorry. But his run in TNA, I'm sorry, I don't think, besides the main event Mafia, what else did Booker T did? Didn't get a run with the TNA title by next year. And he brought in the Legends out, which, yeah. Yeah, why did Booker T come to TNA? But he got a win. And he feuded with Robert Roode by Final Resolution, Against the Odds, and Destination X, and Lockdown. 4 out of 10. Okay, now we get to the main event, which Samoa Joe does the shoot promo. Oh, shoot. By the way, Turning Point 10 to 16 had Angle and Joe in the main event. We started the year off with Joe and Angle, and we're ending the year off with Joe and Angle. Yeah, they had a really good feud from 06 to right until 08. They feuded. And Joe gets pissed off because Scott Hall no-showed. And he shoots on himself, Samoa, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall. And he brings out his replacement, which was Eric Young, who had a match with James Storm. And yeah. Okay, main event. This felt like an Impact style main event. Why couldn't you have Angle versus Joe here? Although they did that match last year. 5. This show overall gets a 5.5 out of 10. Overall, this show gets a 5.5 out of 10. This only famous for Scott Hall no-showed. He was on the promo packages, but he no-showed. Yeah. Next up, Armageddon. And that's it. So yeah, overall the 2007 pay-per-views, I give it a 7 out of 10. The 2 weekends are Lockdown and Turning Point. I'll talk about what the best show is, but anyways. Armageddon, next up.